Hey guys, I'm Jayce. Welcome back to Farmstead Forge. Today I'm building another tire spreader. I have everything cut to length and all the holes drilled just to make the video go faster. So as I go through and put it together, I will give you dimensions of everything. If you want to see me forge some tire irons, you can check out the video right up here. I also have a cool old collectible I will show you at the end of the video if you're interested. So let's get started. So my base is right around 39 inches tall, but you can make it however high you want. I'm just using a rim and a chunk of pipe, that's what I had. I chose not to weigh this rim down, so you might have to put your foot on it, but I want it lighter so that you can wheel it outside and have the mess outside if you want. Next, this is some inch pipe. It's 9 inches long. I'm just welding the flat washer right on the end of it, and these will be my rollers. Want a nice rounded edge, so nothing that just rolls nice and free. Alright, next I have some inch angle iron by 3 inches long, 3/8 hole drilled through it, some 3/8 all thread with a nut welded on one end. I did double nuts because I didn't have any locking nuts. It's probably a cheaper way to do this, but I have a boatload of this from my blacksmith shop haul video, so that's what I'm going to use. Also need a washer for a spacer so I don't get it too tight, and I'll come out here after I weld it. Sure that's sitting flat. And do the other one the same. Alright, next I have some 1.25 by 24 inch long. It doesn't matter probably how big you have it, just that's what I had laying around. These are just some box tubing that slide over, and there it looks like it's about 1.5 inches just for sliding over. The one end I have 2 holes drilled at 2 inches apart, and that will be my lever side, so I don't want a whole bunch of stuff out here for adjustment, so I have a nice place to work. On this end I have 4 holes drilled at 2 inches apart, and the box tubing on that side. I'm going to put these on, I'll show you the angle. Next I'm just going to do a nice tack weld. And look at 10 degrees and see if I like that. I did mine at 15, and it kind of causes a little bit of a wave in the tire that I don't like. But I think I'm going to have to go 15. My tire's still hitting. Right at 15, we'll check it again just to make sure. Yep, and I'm just off. Alright, so 15 is the magic number on these guys. And then weld it up. Now that that's welded up solid, pull my spacer washer out. double nut them so they don't go anywhere. Make sure she spins. Next I have two 1/2-inch rods. You probably wouldn't have to have them this heavy, I just don't want them bending on me all the time. And it's 11 inches long, and it's 3 inches to my bend. I scored it so when I come out of the forge I know right where to bend it. And this is going on my major adjustable side. My lever side, they're going to be shorter. Locate my 3-inch notch. These guys like to be tipped just a little bit in, otherwise they stick out when it pulls and you hit your hands on it. Sometimes this takes just a little bit of fiddling. I'm only going to show the one because the rest are all the same. Alright, so this is for the fixed side. I got my forks laid out. This little cross piece is 5 inches. This box tubing is 7.5 inches by 1 inch, and I just used some nuts that I'm going to weld to, so I'll weld those up. These are 1/2-inch nuts. There's probably better ways to go about this, but I have a boatload of 1/2-inch nuts, so that's what we're using today. And I'll finish welding that up solid. Helps to have your forks tipped out just a little bit. Grabs the tire really nice. Alright, box tubing on the slider. Make sure I'm pretty centered up. Don't be fooled, my vise is cattywampus, so everything sits at an angle, so you just kind of got to eyeball everything. Make sure your holes go in that hole. Probably really should take that off so you don't mess up the solid. But sometimes we get overconfident. No locking nut on this guy, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. I did have one around. Now for my handle side, same 1/2-inch rod. These are only 9 inches long though. Same 3 inches to here. My cross piece is going to be wider. It's 6 inches. It has to be wider to flip over your handle and stuff. Not going to show these because we've already seen me do this much of it. Back to the handle side. This piece here is 3/8 and it's 4 inches long. And then I got another 1/2-inch nut and 2 washers, and we'll weld those up in a minute. And I found that the breakover on my other one works a little better if this is off center, so I just let the nut and washers hold it up. We'll weld that up and we'll put our handle on. Okay, my handle side, this is all 1.25 inches by 1/4. This is actually an old implement handle off an old horse-drawn implement, but they make really nice handles. I've actually forged these. These are pretty easy to forge. If you want to drop a comment, and maybe we can do that sometime. We're just going to weld this right on the edge of my box tubing. Make sure it's all pretty centered up. It's pretty good. And then I have some 1/4 by 3/4 that will go on the very front when we get done, after we check, just to kind of help hold all this together. Handle is also 14 inches long too, so I've seen them use pipe and everything, but I don't like the pipe because this handle just sucks right down in there and it's just out of your way. Whew, smoking. Now, my claw goes on this side. I have a center mark for my nut. Get it right in the center. And I have a mark down 4 inches from the top. That seemed to be like the perfect spot. You can drill these and put this through the handle if you want. What I like about it being on top is when it sucks over, it just really breaks over nice and pulls that in through there. And a really good weld on that. Find my center. My 3/4 bar stock on this just to get it nice and solid. And my little tray for holding my buffer, liquid buffer, and that glue and stuff, it is a 10 by 9. It's just a nice size and it's out of the way. Alright, so this is the 16-inch trailer tire. I like like about it is you can just roll it on those rollers. You wouldn't have to have this, but man, if you're already having a bad day from having a flat tire, that's probably the way to go. Boom, gets in there really nice. So we're at about 4.5, probably even less actually. And we're at 9 inches, almost 9 anyway. So works pretty slick. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of these tire spreaders. They work great. It'll be so nice to have one in my shop, and my brother is going to use the heck out of it. I'm so excited to give it to him, and as promised, so I got this cool little Atlas tube repair kit. There's a whole bunch of these that came with a bunch of stuff I got at an auction, and you see these all the time, but the cool part about these is this one still has all the stuff in it completely unused. It's never been used, and most of them were that way. I've kind of doled them out among some of my friends that appreciate old antiques over the years. Now it's got the little scraper on the lid. Oh, it's just kind of a fun little thing to have. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, remember to keep it simple, and we will catch you guys in the next one.